What is going on, motorcycle enthusiasts? I don't know how loud this mic is or how this camera angle is, but today we're on a 2023 MT-09 SP with Max and Joel. Max is on a little Speed Twin 900. Joel's on the Harley. Today it's 50 degrees out in Minnesota in January. This is a perfect day, perfect job to go for a ride. So we started up this inline 3. Differences on the MT-09 SP and the regular MT-09 is we got the quick shifter on this one, the cruise control, which is super fancy, and this beautiful MT-09 SP colorway. So actually, I own one of these for myself, so I chose this bike to ride so I could scratch the itch. Mine's in my living room. But let's take this thing out on a nice 50-degree January day and see how she rides. We're going to put it in Power Mode 2. The benefit of Power Mode 2 is we get all the power, but it just doesn't come on right away. The Power Mode 1 it's a bit twitchy, which is fun, you know, if you're trying to do wheelies and hooligan stuff, but Power Mode 2 is just as fun, just a little bit more tame, and especially on roads where they're going to be a little bit wet today, I'm fine with dialing it back a little bit. Full fuel tank. Traction control, we're going to adjust just because the roads might be a little bit wet and sandy. So if we hit this back button, which would usually be like the high beam flasher switch, actually changes the mode, if you can see there. So that put traction control up in front there, and I can dial this one manual, so you can adjust it in the settings, 2 or 1. I think today we're going to put it on 2, just for a little extra support from the bike. So doubling down on the 2s, and we'll see how this thing rides. I'll pull this thing out in the sun so we can take a look at it. This SP colorway is one of my favorites. It's really, really unique. Fully hand adjustable Olin suspension in the back, adjustable KYB gold forks up in the front. That's kind of the other thing that comes with this SP is the nice suspension. This thing's still got the stock exhaust on it, so still got that 3-cylinder whistle. I think it sounds pretty good from the factory, but it's probably worth putting an exhaust on it. And after some technical difficulties with Harley-Davidson, we're going to take this thing out. Start her up. There goes Joel. All right, off we go. Make sure we got the quick shifter on. Quick shifter up and down are on. Go back. Yeah, we can go that way. Tell Joel we can go that way. And get on the road. Alright. Now, these things are torque monsters. Torque in every single gear. I think this thing has about 74 foot-pound of torque and about 117 horsepower from the factory. So it's got plenty of get up and go. And then especially, you know, if you tune it, these things can push out 120 plus horsepower. So they're super fun, and even in second gear here, she really gets up and going about 6,500 RPM, but we got torque all over the place. So we can quick shift down into first gear, butter, and yield to these fine gentlemen. Open up my visor. Yeah, first gear is just whoa. The electronically ride-by-wire throttle is something to get used to, but it's actually the first bike I've ever owned that had the ride-by-wire, so kind of interesting to get used to, but once you get used to it, it's pretty smooth. and responds pretty good. On these stock tires, they're still feeling pretty good even when they're cold, but we'll really have to test it out and see how she does. The stock tires, I believe, are the Bridgestone Battle Axes. Kind of sporty track tire, but that's okay. Once you get them warmed up on the street, they act pretty good. Super responsive. God, this quick shifter is just amazing. I will probably just be staying in city streets today, so I don't think I'll get a chance to show you guys the cruise control. That's right, it's pretty standard, pretty easy to use. Controls up here, and then you have reset, set, plus, minus, standard issue cruise control. But it's fun. It's nice to have. When you're paying about, 11.5, 12 grand for these bikes, it's nice to have that cruise control, especially on this SP model. You can see how it does in the roundabout here. Just light. At a less than 420 pounds wet, this thing handles pretty darn good. And let's see if we can get a little straightaway here to... Yeah, yep. You really feel that torque. A little bit twitchy on the go, but we're in power mode 2, so we're still getting it, especially up in the high up in the RPMs. This thing has everything: traction control, ABS, cruise control, wheelie control with the 6-axis IMU in this thing, just like the MT-10s. It does it all. So yeah, that is a fun bike. Downshift. Got to be a little bit careful on these cold tires here, but I digress. And yeah, even quick shifting down into first gear, almost no jerk whatsoever. Try and get these tires warmed up a little bit. So yeah, in power mode 2, you can really feel it kind of hits you right in the middle of the RPMs, which is fine. It's kind of what I expect from that mode. This mirror keeps coming undone. But in first gear, wow, the front end just gets real light, real fast. Gotta focus on the road here. Messing around with mirrors and modes, cruise control and stuff. And yeah, the engine braking is just really, really smooth. I'm a really big fan of this power mode. 3 and 4 also have their uses. 3 is similar to 2, where you're getting all the power, it's just a little bit later yet. And then 4 is more like a rain mode. Not sure what we're doing here, but that's alright. Because I'm on the 2023 MT-09 SP. There's a stop sign. A nice ride. So if you guys are interested in a bike exactly like this, on this bike in particular, come down to Simply Ride in Eden Prairie. It's for sale right now. So on a warm day like this, it's going to get everybody excited to come out and ride in, so it might be gone soon. So if you're interested, come down. Again, Simply Ride in Eden Prairie. Quick shift into first and come and check it out. Be happy to see you guys there. And I'm gonna do some things that I probably shouldn't be doing on camera, but have a great day, guys. Come and check it out.